And welcome to the Kansas City Convention Center for Triple Crown's NIT 14U championship match between the Wave from California, the San Diego area, and Texas Advantage. It's been a busy week of volleyball for all of these teams, but these are the two that remain in 14U Elite for the NIT championship. Wave played on this floor a couple of hours ago to advance to the championship match. Had to do so by winning the final two games, 25-20, 15-10 in the third set to win the match. And for Texas Advantage, they have been waiting patiently as well. Part of three telecasts today, 14U, 16U, and 18U, back to back to back. Again, from downtown Kansas City, where we have an excess of 70 courts active, nearly 80 in fact, 580 teams, and this event has grown dramatically in recent years. It has been a celebration of volleyball for both participants, players, coaches, and countless college coaches that are here as well to witness some of this outstanding talent. And it looks like we're ready to start things off today. Texas Advantage in the blue, and the Wave in their black uniforms. And we welcome you to a busy day of volleyball. And it'll be the Wave serving first. Lexi Strickland to get the 14U championship match underway. That ball slammed for a kill by Haley Schroeder. And it's Texas Advantage scoring the first point. Best of three. Should there be a third match, they'll play to 15. And back to serve is Emily Simmons from the 2023 class. Kill attempt by Rohrbach was sent back. Another swing from the corner. Nice dig by McDonald. And that one ends up out of bounds, and the point goes to the Wave. McGilvery will serve for the team out of San Diego, California. Tied at 1 early on in this first set. Cross court pass, and it's slammed to the court with a kill from Kendall Stowers. And Texas Advantage back up 2-1. Zoe Winford serving for Texas Advantage. Set by Quinn, played back over. Dumps, was able to be dug by McDonald. Here's a swing from Maiva. Was it long? Yes, it was, and the point will belong to Texas Advantage. So an early 3-1 lead for Texas, and Winford a second chance to serve. This ball will have to be played out of the stands, and unable to do so. And another serve for Winford that will result in a point in an early 4-1 lead for the Advantage. So a chance for Zoe Winford getting a nice little run. That one had some knuckle to it on the serve. And the swing off the foot, a little bit long by Rohrbach. We were tied at 1, now it's a 5-1 advantage for Texas Advantage. Zoe Winford racking up the points. Wave needs a chance to turn things around. A left-handed swing by Maiva provides a point for the Wave, and they're second in this game. Dorothea Maiva had the kill. Now she's back to serve. Running left-handed floats serve. Nice dig in the back row by Strickland. Sent over on 3, and now a kill try sent down by Kate Hansen from the middle. And it's a 6-2 lead for Texas Advantage. So some substitutions taking place. Lily Nicholson looks like she's back near the seats and ready to serve for Texas. We were tied at 1 early, now 6-2. Texas in front here in our first set. Strong serve to the back row, but it'll sail wide for an error, and it provides the Wave with a point to make it 6-3. Peyton Mulvaney set to serve for the Wave towards the advantage. That one looked like it might sail wide. Has to be bumped over by Stowers. Chance for a swing from the middle. Nice block by the advantage. Another swing by Euchre, and it's down for a point for the Wave. Back-to-back points, making it a 6-4 Texas lead. So another chance to serve for Peyton Mulvaney. Wave trying to climb back in, now down 2 here in our first set. This 14U Elite Championship game from Kansas City. A flat-footed play by Ingram. Sent one wide, and that's a 3-0 run now by the Wave. So from 6-2 to 6-5. And Mulvaney sends one over, barely clears the net. A little bit out of rhythm and system for the advantage, but that ball was not saved by Mulvaney. It ends up in the far court. And that snaps a 3-0 run by the Wave and gives Texas the score. And should be a 7-5 lead. Some confusion on the score, but a 7-5 Texas advantage. And back to serve is Kendall Stowers. Set by Quinn. The swing from Strickland sent down, and a nice block provides Texas with point number 8 and a 3-point lead. So Stowers has another serve from the middle, a flat-footed send over. And a swing from the baseline by Strickland does not find the mark, out of bounds. The point to Texas advantage. So after a 3-0 run by the Wave, it's been a 3-0 run by Texas advantage, building their lead back up 9-5. Another serve from Stowers. Quinn will set, sends one over, and provides a quick point for the Wave. We've had one tie, otherwise the advantage has been able to lead throughout. Here's the serve from Quinn. Nice set. Gutierrez couldn't get the kill. There's another swing cross court from Simmons. The Wave will try and answer and put down with a kill from Reagan Euchre. It's been a game of mini runs. It's 2 straight points by the Wave. Another opportunity to serve from Quinn. Texas advantage with the swing. Good dig by Quinn. Bump set from Lutz. And it's down for a kill on a strong swing from Emily Simmons. 10-7 is the score, with Texas advantage maintaining this lead here in our first. Comes the serve from Ingram, and an error into the net provides the Wave a free point. It's 10-8 Texas. Biggest lead was at 6-2 for the advantage. Each team has had a couple of 3-0 runs. Wave have scored 3 of the last 4 points. Katarina Lutz, the libero, back to serve with a left-handed swing. Trying to time her jump with Simmons. Sets up for a cross-court swing from Mulvaney. That ball can't be saved. It ends up well out of bounds, and the point to the advantage. So that's now in the 11-8 lead for the team from Texas here in our first in this 14U Elite Championship match from the NIT Triple Crown version in Kansas City. Miller McDonald A setter back to serve, another left-handed swings. A lot of southpaws and another one that finds its way into the net. It's the second free point for the Wave, and it's a 2-point Texas advantage, 11-9. Lexi Strickland, her chance to serve for the team from San Diego. Dug near the back by Stowers. Blocked nicely by the Wave. Saved by Texas, sent over by Gilden. A little bit out of rhythm, worthy advantage, able to play it over. This one will be well long by several feet, and the point goes to the Wave. Back-to-back points for the Wave. It's now an 11-10 contest. And another serve for Strickland. Powers one towards the back, and that one will sail wide. So an error gives Texas their 12th point in a 12-10 lead. Emily Simmons set to serve for Texas advantage out of the Dallas area. Overall champions in 2016, 2017, trying to get back here in 2019. Played over by Rohrbach. Double touch though, and the point goes to Texas advantage. So that's back-to-back points for the Texas team. They've built a 13-10 lead here in our first. Another serve for Simmons. Played over with a left-handed swing by Maiva, but blocked and then played back. Pretty good volley here, and a strong swing provides a kill from Stowers. It can't be saved by Lutz. That's a 3-0 run by Texas advantage, building up to a 14-10 lead, and we're going to have a timeout called by the Wave. This has gone from 11-10 to 14-10 quickly. Texas advantage with a 4-point lead, and timeout on the floor. So after the timeout, our first set will resume. The Wave squad has never had a lead. We were tied at 1. Wave got it to within 11-10 before 3 unanswered points by Texas advantage has built this lead back up here in our first set. Emily Simmons to serve again. Floats one over, that's set by Quinn. Advantage able to save. In the back row, McDonald. And that one is long, and the point goes to the Wave. So after the timeout, the Wave with an answer. And it's 14-11. McGilvery set to serve again here in this first set. Strong serve towards the back row. Pushed towards the back by Hansen, but the point goes to Texas advantage. Played to 25 in these first 2 sets. It's 15-11 for Texas advantage. And the serve comes over from Winford. Chance for a swing and a strong one, but Doug Rohrbach had the swing, but the point will go to the Wave. So we've alternated points. Now it's a 3-point lead for the team from Texas at 15-12. Maiva with a left-handed float serve. Setting herself for the swing was Ingram. Dug by the Wave and played over by McGilvery. That one ricocheting around several of the Wave players. Strickland unable to get it from a seated position. The point goes to Texas. And it's back up to a 4-point lead, 16-12 for Texas advantage. Lily Nicholson. Ready to send one over towards the Wave from Texas. Chance to set for Quinn. Little tap shot by Rohrbach, played back by Texas. Rolled over from Winford. And here comes the swing that's blocked but down. A point for the Wave on the kill goes to Reagan Euchre. So the Wave back within 3 at 16-13. Texas has never trailed in this first set. We were tied at 1. The Wave made a couple of runs. They've won 3 of the last 4 points in this first set. Set by Nicholson. Push shot was played over by Ingram. Still alive. Getting up off the ground to tap one over is Stowers. Point, however, goes to the Wave. Violation, so it's 16-14. Serve one over from Mulvaney. And all of a sudden the Wave, with the benefit of that ace, are starting to make a run. That's 3 straight points. Couple of 3-0 runs in this first set by the Wave, and it's 16-15. So a chance to tie for the second time here in our first set. Texas advantage out of system. Chance for a tie and a swing here from Euchre. And the point belongs to the Wave. That was tipped, ended up out of bounds. Texas thought maybe it was their point, but it was tipped first. That is a 4-0 run, and we are tied at 16. And the Wave with their first opportunity to take a lead in this first set. Save from Mulvaney, and that one is long in the air, provides Texas with the lead again. So that 4-0 run is over, 17-16, Texas advantage in front. Kendall Stowers will serve. Quinn has been active trying to set the tip up and over and down from Strickland. Nice play to tie things up again at 17 apiece, our third tie here in set number 1. Part of our 14U Elite Championship match here at the NIT in Kansas City. Was that one long? Boy, it dropped in. Out of bounds, so the point goes to Texas advantage. Back up by a point, 18-17, a little bit long on that serve. Ingram serving. And that point immediately goes to Texas. So after we were tied at 17, back-to-back points have gone to the advantage. And serving again is Vera Ingram. Floats one towards the back that is long, missed by maybe a foot or so, and the point goes to the Wave on the serving air. So it's back to a 1-point set here in our first. And the libero, Katarina Lutz, set to serve for the Wave. She'll let one go with the left hand. Cross court set, and the swing and the kill from Schroeder. And it's back to a 2-point lead for Texas advantage at 20-18. Well played point going to the advantage, and now Miller McDonald, the setter, will try and add to this run where the advantage has scored 3 of the last 4 points. So another left-hander. Sends one towards the back row, some miscommunication, and that one ends up in the far court and an ace. It's a 3-point lead for Texas advantage. Tough serve to handle from Maiva and Lutz, and there is a timeout. Texas advantage. Back up by 3, 21-18. We were tied at 1. Another tie occurred at 16 and 17, but it's 21-18 in favor of Texas advantage. Again, this Wave team had to come from behind and win their final 2 sets in the semifinals, winning 25-20, 15-10 to advance to this championship match. They could use another rally late with Miller McDonald set to serve again. A previous effort was one that was tough to handle for the Wave. That time dug by Maiva. A chance for a swing, and it's down for a kill. Well played by Lexi Strickland, and a much needed point for the Wave. So Strickland got the kill. She'll also go back to serve in a 2-point Texas advantage lead. That one will be wide. A service error and a point for Texas. And they're getting a little bit closer at 22-19 here in set number 1. Emily Simmons back behind the line, ready to serve towards the Wave. Bit of a knuckle effort. Dumped over nicely from the setter Quinn. And the Wave back within 2. 22-20. The Wave trailing. And back to serve as McGilfrey. McGilfrey will float one over. Setting up for the swing is Stowers. And the block sends it out of bounds. The point goes to Texas advantage. We've alternated points back and forth for the last few. But now it is a 23-20 Texas advantage lead. And Zoe Winford trying to inch her team a little bit closer to winning this first set. Off the slide and the swing and the point from Rohrbach. And that was almost a much needed point for the Wave. Now 23-21. It'll send Meiva back to serve for the Wave. Here's the run up. Sends one towards the back row to Winford. And a strong kill put down by Kendall Stowers. And it puts Texas advantage within a point of winning the first set at 24-21. Lily Nicholson, the center, back to try and clinch this first set for Texas advantage. The advantage have played within a 2 or a 3-point lead at times. The Wave have made a couple of nice runs. See how this first set ends up. That one is long. Maybe by a couple of inches. A service error provides the Wave their 22nd point. It's a 2-point Texas advantage lead. Peyton Mulvaney, an outside hitter, ready to serve, but first a timeout called by Texas advantage. Texas advantage again, the first couple of years awarded the cup for the best volleyball club award. Last year it went to the state of Arizona. Texas advantage with their club name on that cup that is maybe about 40 yards or so from court number 15 where this championship match has taken place. Arizona Storm, the winner last year. Texas advantage waiting to see if their 14U team can take a 1-0 set lead here in this best of 3. After the timeout, again the Wave are serving with Peyton Mulvaney. 24-22 our score, Wave trailing and serving. Set by Nicholson. Cross-court swing is long from Ingram. Back-to-back points from the Wave. It's 24-23, so we've been at match point. But now the Wave can tie things up, and there's another timeout. It was 24-21. We've had a couple of timeouts since, but the Wave taking back-to-back points to make this a 24-23 first set. First team to 25 must win by 2. Should there be a third set, we'll play to 15. It is something the Wave have been quite accustomed to as they have gone to 3 sets. It feels like in just about all of their matches so far, they have been the Cardiac Kids, and this is their 8th match this weekend. Another serve from Peyton Mulvaney. Sends one towards the back row. Here's the swing that's sent back. Gutierrez couldn't get the kill. Here is another one. It is down from Stowers. She's provided several big kills, including one that'll win the first set by a score of 25-23, and the advantage goes to Texas Advantage as we switch sides for set number 2. Our 14U Elite Championship match here at Triple Crowns NIT in Kansas City at the Convention Center. About ready to resume for set number 2. Our first set went to Texas Advantage 25-23, and we had 3 different ties over the course of that first set. Tied at 1, tied at 16, tied at 17. Advantage built a 24-21 lead. Wave made it 24-23 before the kill provided a 25-23 win for Texas Advantage. So, do or die for the Wave, but again, as we mentioned, they have been in this situation, it feels like, most of this weekend, going back through Saturday and Sunday into this President's Day on Monday. Their road to this championship match. Both coaches making sure they have the proper players on the floor before we start set 2. Texas Advantage also making their player changes as Vera Ingram had some big kills already. Heads to the sideline. Serving will be Texas Advantage. Miller McDonald, the setter, will start things off here in set 2. Left-handed serve may end up as an ace right out of the gates. McGilvery was unable to dig that towards the back row, so the first point goes to Texas Advantage. Next serve handled, but not exactly flawlessly, but played over and down by Eva Rohrbach. So we're tied at 1 here in set number 2. McGilvery set to serve. The swing from Schroeder was tipped. It results in a point for Texas. 2-1 lead for the Advantage. Back to serve is Emily Simmons, an outside hitter. Flat-footed send over. Off the slide, the swing from Rohrbach, and it's down for a point for the Wave, and we've traded points. Tied at 2. It'll set up Maeva, the left-hander, trying to create some space towards the back to send one over. Strong serve, played by the Advantage. The swing and the kill provided by Schroeder as he powers one off some hands and ends up in some auxiliary courts, and it's a 3-2 lead for Texas. Zoe Winford, she had several key serves for Texas Advantage. She'll send over one towards the Wave. Chance for a tip by Rohrbach, played by the Advantage. A roll shot from Simmons. Bump set from Quinn, and the point goes to the Wave. We have alternated every single point, tied at 1, tied at 2, and tied at 3. Set to serve for the Wave will be Peyton Mulvaney. The Wave never had a lead in our first set, a chance to do so here in the second set, and that one may be wide and is, and indeed back-to-back points gives the Wave a 4-3 lead, and again their first of this 14U championship match. Another serve from Mulvaney. Has advantage a little bit out of system already, played over. Dumped by Quinn, still alive, rolled over. And the Wave can't save, and the point goes to Texas advantage to tie things up at 4, and we have been tied at every point. A do-or-die set for the Wave after Texas advantage won 25-23 in our first. Lily Nicholson, the setter, set to serve for Texas. Hammers one into her teammate, so a service error provides the Wave their second lead. It's 5-4. Nikki Quinn, the setter, her chance to serve now for the Wave 14U team. And it is in for a point. And ace makes it 6-4. That is the largest lead the Wave have enjoyed, not just in this set, but in this match. Boy, that's a spinning, tough serve out of the hands of Quinn. The swing got some hands, but it's a kill for Vera Ingram. And Texas advantage ends the 2-0 run by the Wave, and they're back within a point, 6-5. Kendall Stowers. Played back over by the Wave, and that swing is long from Euchre. And it ties up this second set at 6. Back-to-back points by Texas advantage. So another serve from Stowers. Cross-court set. Violation, a double touch, I believe, and the point goes to Texas. That's a 3-0 run now for the advantage. And the first lead for Texas since it was 3-2. So Stowers running up the points behind the service line for Texas. The Wave trying to get back on track. We've seen a couple of nice tips from Strickland. Going up and over that double block, ending a 3-0 run and tying this matchup again. Been tied at every point except 5, I believe, here in set number 2. Lutz to serve. Set by Nicholson, and the strong swing is wide. The point goes to the Wave. Big swing from Ingram, couldn't keep it in play. The Wave have had back-to-back points, and they're in front 8-7. Second serve from Lutz. Ingram unable to play it as it kicks off her hands out of bounds. That's a 3-0 run by the Wave at a 9-7 lead here in set 2. So Katarina racking up some points behind the service line. Another left-handed swing, sends one down for an ace. Back-to-back aces. A 4-0 run by the Wave. A 9-7 lead has turned into a 10-7 advantage, and a timeout called by Texas advantage. Texas led 7-6 here in our second set before 4 straight points by the Wave. 10-7 our score. Timeout on the floor. So some momentum for the Wave. Katarina Lutz to serve again. Texas advantage trying to end this run. The block is pounded down, and another point by the Wave. Kill try from Simmons went into the block and back down for another Wave point. They lead 11-7. These left-handed serves have not been easy for the advantage to handle. Another block. It's touched at the net by Payne. Just played over softly by Ingram. Left-handed swing, block sent back, played by the Wave. Back and forth we've gone for this point. And the swing, and a good one from Strickland. 6-0 run by the Wave. By far the largest run we've had by any team so far through a set and a half. Boy, the serves have been awfully tough to handle. The Wave have done a fine job here in this second set. Texas advantage will dump one over, and it's down. Well played by Graybo. Vera Ingram serving with her team trailing 12-8. Texas advantage looking for a swing, and the running kill put down by Schroeder. Back-to-back points for Texas advantage. It's a 12-9 Wave lead, and another serve forthcoming from Ingram. Little joust at the net. An illegal touching, and that point goes to Texas. That's a 3-0 run by the advantage, so it's gone from 12-7 to 12-10. Last lead for Texas here in our second set was at 7-6. And another serve from Ingram. And put down at the net. Not sure who touched that, whether that was Gutierrez. But a 6-0 run by the Wave has been answered by a 4-0 run from the advantage. Ingram serving again. She's racked up some points. Wave trying to get one back. Left-handed kill. Hit the antenna. And here come the Texas advantage. They've answered a 6-0 run with a 5-0 run. And we are tied again, this time tied at 12. A bump set will be pushed down by Simmons. Ball started to flow towards her. She went up and got to it first. And all of a sudden, Texas up 13-12. We've got another timeout. Back-to-back 6-0 runs, first by the Wave, answered by the advantage. It's 13-12 Texas trying to win this second set to win this 14U championship match. This week started back on Friday with 16 different college camps completely sold out. College coaches led the camps. Each had 4 or 5 Division I head coaches. Also an uncommitted camp, a youth camp for ages 12. And all the games then have led us to these championships on Monday. Vera Ingram's on quite a run. See if Texas can keep it going. The left-handed swing is a point for the Wave. Maeva got that long kill to the back corner. And we are tied at 13. So that 6-0 run ended, and now the Wave have a chance to build one of their own. That one just skimmed the net, handled nicely by Texas advantage. A double hit on Texas. The point goes to the Wave. Back-to-back points for the Wave, and they're up 14-13. Tough serve to handle by Katze. Swing by Rohrbach was blocked. Now a swing. It'll be deflected. Played nicely by the advantage. This one tipped over by Maiva. What a fun point. Won by Texas Advantage. And we're tied again at 14. Miller McDonald back to serve. That may have been the most hotly contested point over the course of not just this set, but this match. Tied once again. Bumped over by Maiva. Here comes the swing from the cross court. Is it down? Yes, it is, from Simmons, using all the available real estate to give Texas a 15-14 lead. Each team has had a 6-0 run here in this second set. Having said that, there has not been a lot of separation outside those runs. Miller McDonald serving again for the advantage. See what the Wave can do. Several times they've gone to an answer from Maiva, and the point goes to the Wave. She got the swing, the left-handed swing from the left corner, from the pin. We're tied at 15. Tied at 14, we were tied at 13, tied at 12. Might be hard to win by 2, as these teams have gone back and forth. A strong swing from the middle, put down by Kate Hansen. And Texas back up by a point, 16-15. Serving is Emily Simmons. And putting that one down is Rohrbach. Around the slide, apparently that got some hands. And the point goes to the Wave. Tied at 16. Set to serve is Taya Maiva. Seen her with some swings from that front row, now sending one over. Bumped high in the air by Simmons. Played from the corner and a strong swing from Schroeder. Dumped back over, tap back over by Hansen. Setting up for the kill was Euchre. And a dig by Gilden. Dug out of the back row by Maiva. And it's going to find plenty of real estate in the back row, and the point goes to the Wave. 17-16 Wave leads here in set 2. Taya Maiva had a big role for the Wave in this set, serving again with her team leading by a point. Sent down by Stowers. Competition, it was pushed over by Hansen. Deflected at the net. Chance for a running swing that's dug nicely. Strickland got a hand on it, but the point results in a Wave lead that's now jumped to 18-16. 3 straight points by the Wave after Texas had a 16-15 lead. See if Texas can answer. That one is going to be pushed over by Hansen. The block played out of the net and then sent over. McDonald able to do so, and it's down for a point. For Texas, they climbed to within 1, trailing 18-17. Serve comes from Winford. This one's headed out of bounds, and an ace to tie things up once again. Tied at 18 here in set 2. Texas Advantage won the first, 25-23. Winford serves again towards the back row. Tap back. Ingram got her hands on part of that one for a block. She'll do another one, and it's going to go out of bounds. So the point goes to the Wave. That swings the lead back to the team from San Diego, 19-18. Playing to 25, must win by 2. Peyton Mulvaney serving for the Wave at a 14U championship match here at the Triple Crown NIT. Set by McDonald. Strong swing was played nicely by the Wave. The block at the net, and it's a point to Texas advantage. We find ourselves in another tie, this one even at 19 here in our second set. Texas advantage has won 3 of the last 4 points. Serving is Nicholson, and an ace. Texas advantage, back up a point. Timeout called by the Wave. It's 20-19 with Texas advantage coming back for the lead. The Wave never had a lead in our first set despite a close one that was won by Texas 25-23. Wave had a 6-0 run earlier in this set, built up a 12-11 advantage. We've been tied multiple times. We were tied at 19 and 18 and 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Lily Nicholson had the previous ace. After the timeout, back to serve again. Setting up for a kill, it's blocked down. And the point goes to the Wave again. Tied at 20, Wave serving. Nikki Quinn, the center. Set up by Nicholson, and the swing is down. I believe that was Stowers who got the swing, and she'll come back to serve with the Texas advantage up 21-20. Quite a crowd is gathered around this championship match and circling this floor here at the Convention Center. Feels like the best volleyball played by these teams has come in the last few minutes. What a pancake. Was it saved? It was not. The Texas advantage thought maybe the pancake had saved things, but the point goes to the Wave. Tied again at 21. The Wave serving with Katarina Lutz. Substitutions made by the Wave. Peyton Mulvaney back in. Crunch time here in set 2. Left-handed serve is played over nicely. A chance from the middle. The swing by Gutierrez. Handled by the Wave. Dumped over. Played by the Wave. A swing from Aiva. Blocked backwards. And a point for the advantage. Vera Ingram, one of those who got up to tap one back. And the lead volleys in favor of the Texas advantage, 22-21. Ingram had a nice service run earlier this set. She has a chance to go on a run here that might win this set and this match for the advantage. Instead, she hammers one into the net, an unforced error, and we're tied again, tied at 22. Tied at 22, tied at 21, tied at 20, tied at 19, tied at 18, tied at 16. What a fun set 2. The Wave playing to send this to a third set. Serving is Strickland. Backward set and a kill try by Simmons ends up out of bounds with a point to Texas advantage, contending with the bench. Texas advantage closing in. Not quite to match point just yet. Miller McDonald serving for Texas. Waiting patiently for her cue. Here comes the left-handed serve. And she's going to get an ace as it ends up out of bounds. Match point. Last 2 points have gone to the advantage. McDonald serving for the championship. The Wave have to play it nearly out of the crowd. Sent over by Maiva. A chance for a kill is sent back nicely by the Wave. Rohrbach, McGilvery were there to stave off elimination. Make this a 24-23 set. Wave serving, Texas leading. McGilvery serving. Sending one over with Simmons. Miscommunication, and the championship goes to the Texas advantage. Winning 25-23 and 25-23. Two close competitions in an outstanding set. Wave had a 6-0 run at one point here in our second set. So many ties, tied at 12, tied at 13, and 14, and 15, and 16. Tied at 18, 19, 20, and 21, and 22. Texas built a 24-22 lead. The Wave got a point to stave off elimination at 24-23, and then Texas advantage wins at 25-23, claiming both to win it 2-0 in our 14U championship match in this elite bracket for the Triple Crown NIT. We have two more telecasts coming up from the Convention Center in Kansas City, our 16U, our 18U championship matches, but the 14U belongs to Texas advantage. 25-23, 25-23. Congratulations to the Texas advantage.